Hi Zainab, thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to be talking about an interesting topic today that is close to home for a lot of people, which is basically polycystic ovary syndrome, जिसको commonly हम PCOS कहते हैं. A lot of girls go through it different times of their life. कभी जल्दी diagnose हो जाता है, कभी at a later stage. What is the impact of PCOS on mental health? Obviously, उसकी physical impact भी बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, which we will talk about. But can you just run me through this, exactly how girls end up feeling as a result of this diagnosis?
Okay, so because PCOS is a problem that affects your hormonal levels, and hormonal levels का जब imbalance होता है तो in any case हमारे moods fluctuate करते हैं. Usually ये diagnose होता है, and I'm saying usually because in every case it will be different.
It varies.
कब आप when do you get to the doctor? So usually teenage में it will get diagnosed, and the first symptom that usually people experience is कि उनके menstrual cycle में changes आ रहे हैं या abnormality आ रही है. So they'll go to a doctor and they'll get diagnosed, and they'll go through multiple tests after which a diagnosis is made. Now because इसमें hormonal imbalance शामिल है as a problem, तो mood affect होगा.
Obviously.
And whenever mood is impacted, तो mental health impact होती है, because mainly जो depression की बीमारी होती है, it's a mood disorder. So जब भी mood impact होगा तो you can either have have symptoms of depression or any other mental health disorder like bipolar disorder even, जिससे hormones का या mood का direct relationship है.
ठीक है.
So that is why एक physical problem तो है, but because of that
it affects the mental
health issue भी हो सकता है.
So most commonly physical जो आपके symptoms आ जाते हैं, there is obviously cysts burst कर जाती हैं कभी कभार. There is abnormality in the hair growth also. I mean period cycle तो obviously आपकी थोड़ी dysfunctional हो जाती है. 28-day cycle से वो चीज़ 40 days 60 days कभी कभार काफ़ी महीनों के लिए आपको menstrual cycle नहीं आता आपका. So what are the other kind of physical changes, if you just kind of run me through that?
Okay, so there are many changes, because इसमें सिर्फ physical जो हम बात करेंगे सिर्फ वो नहीं है, इसके साथ साथ metabolic changes भी हो रहे होते हैं. So properly आपकी body जो है ना, it's going through something. Yeah, it's not just one part or one organ जो कि उससे impact होगा. जो कि नज़र आने वाले symptoms हैं, those are usually excessive hair growth on the body, or excessive hair loss on head. Then acne हो सकता है, overweight हो सकते हैं आप, without any reason, और so these are the things that are visible physically. अब जब एक चीज़ physically नज़र आना शुरू हो गई है, so उसकी वजह से भी mental health impact होगी.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very tough spot to be in, because I think that PCOS, like I mentioned, it can come up at any given time in your life, right? But I feel like the younger you are, the harder it is to rationalize why am I? Because I feel like as a young girl, there's so many bodily changes that you're already going through.
That's
right.
Exactly.
There's so many changes taking place in your body, just from hitting puberty, or uske baad aap, you're growing. I mean, there's multiple things. I think you and I have both been through that. So when it's diagnosed at a younger age, whereas when it's diagnosed at a later age, uska mental health ka jo impact hai, it's different, because aapki expectations of yourself as a teenager versus, let's say, if it's diagnosed in your 20s or in your late 20s or in your 30s, you're able to rationalize with that thought differently, right? So for a young girl who's in her teens, right, what is she going through?
So because like you mentioned कि already आपका वो एक time period होता है which is जिसमें आपने physically भी grow करना into an adult, but also mental health के according या psychology के according उस time में आपकी identity भी बन रही होती है.
बिल्कुल.
So because उस time में आपकी identity बन रही है, and something comes up जिसका आपको बिल्कुल idea नहीं हो रहा कि ये क्यों हो रहा है मेरे साथ, and then you get to know कि oh I have this problem. and now I have to deal with that also. तो वो identity जो बननी थी normally, now it's shifted to, oh, I have PCOS, I have a problem, and it's going to impact my whole life, which is a big thing to deal with.
And recently I had come across a situation where somebody was telling me about their daughter, which was because of her PCOS, and obviously she's just about hit puberty, and उसके I think साल डेढ़ के बाद PCOS diagnosed हुआ है. So there was so much bullying involved because of the bodily changes that were happening. Like, you know, I mean, bodily hair जो है एक बहुत common सी, I mean, all of us have it. Some have more, some have less. But then as a result of this, you start maybe getting a beard, or you start growing hair on this area of your face, which is something that is not, and as a result of it, people start bullying you. And that's a very tough position to be in. So how does one navigate through that process?
You know, because bullying तो ऐसी चीज़ है जिसकी वजह से if it is happening because of physical problem, teenagers को वो impact mainly उसी तरह करेगा. Like I talked about the
identity वाली चीज़, because you're trying to find yourself. हाँ,
वो तो identity बन गई ना. Now your whole life is going to be impacted because वो एक बहुत formative years थे आपकी ज़िंदगी के, जिसमें you faced something which is related to your physical appearance. Now because of that, वो mental health इस तरह impact करेगी कि according to research, whenever somebody gets diagnosed with a PCOS, it's compulsory to get them through the screening of anxiety and depression,
right?
Which is what's not happening in Pakistan.
Not at all.
Yeah. So it's, if the research says that they should, and they will have to get through the screening of anxiety and depression, but पाकिस्तान में नहीं हो रहा, तो obviously अगर research कह रही है तो it's important.
बिल्कुल.
इसका मतलब है कि बहुत सारे लोग जिनको PCOS है, they will go through these mental health problems. Because उसमें कितने सारे social factors भी आ रहे हैं. It's so complicated, और ये इतना complex issue है कि आप एक चीज़ के बारे में से बात नहीं कर सकते. इसमें psychological problem भी है, physical problem भी है, and then social aspect also. Because in our culture वैसे भी हम beauty को बहुत importance देते हैं.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
We want our girls to be pretty, to be thin, to have a good skin. Or then when they are in school, they have to also perform academically well.
Yes.
और वो सब चीज़ें जब मिल रही होती हैं, and they're also making your identity. तो how do you deal with that? It's really hard, and that's why a comprehensive medical plan is important. So not just कि आप उसको दवाई दे देंगे और आप उसको lifestyle changes कहेंगे कि अच्छा ये कर लो. What are you doing for the mental health? Are you getting them to a psychologist? Are you referring them to a person who can actually help them navigate जो सारी psychological changes वो go through कर रहे हैं? Usually it's not happening. So that's why it's hard. But it's also very important to get diagnosed earlier.
Absolutely. Like वही बात ना कि जब आपकी identity बन रही है. But Zainab, what I find is that I had PCOS as well, right? But I didn't know about it till I was 21. So वही आपकी वाली बात कि even though you going through the menstrual cycle and stuff, but sometimes you're like, अच्छा हाँ period में delay आ रहा है. And physically I did not go through some of the apparent bodily changes जो आ जाते हैं. Like for example आपने कहा weight gain हो गया या excessive bodily hair, इस तरह की चीज़ें कोई हो नहीं रही थी. It was just like a delayed cycle of sorts, right? And one doesn't think that there's anything wrong because चल सो चल ही वाला हिसाब, So then I found out when I was 21 because I had a cyst that burst, okay, and it was the size of a tennis ball, right? And वो PCOS में छोटी cysts भी होती हैं, but कभी कभार there are some cysts जो बड़ी भी हो जाती हैं. तो it was actually the pain of that कि you feel like जैसे appendicitis होता है या कुछ, so you're kind of rushed to the hospital to find out what's happened. And then once I did the ultrasound is when I realized that this is what had happened. So like you said कि एक तो young age पे diagnosis बहुत ज़रूरी है, which I 100% agree with you. But sometimes people also find out later, you know what I mean? You find out at a secondary stage of your life that this is happening. Even though in my experience, it was short-lived, and it didn't last very long. But I think that वही बात है कि the body is going through so many changes कि कभी कभार people have a lifelong thing. Sometimes it lasts for 2 years and it naturally just dissipates, which was my case. So like you said कि छोटे बच्चों के formative years होते हैं and they require that kind of support, right, to go through the process. What are the kind of things that you recommend? Because I feel like उन years में the parents are the most key people who are involved in this process. What is the kind of things that need to be done in order to make it easier for a younger girl before we move on to the secondary stage of our life? What are the kind of steps that need to be taken?
Okay, so usually जो मैंने देखा है किसी भी इंसान को जब हमारे सोसाइटी में कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रही होती है which is related to their weight, for example, या acne, everybody has some solutions कि ये कर लो वो कर लो ऐसे ठीक हो जाएगा वैसे ठीक हो जाएगा. And sometimes also parents are doing that without any research. So even if it's PCOS or any other problem that your child is going through, one thing that can really help them is doing your own research. आप खुद कितना पढ़ रहे हैं उस चीज़ के बारे में, आप कितनी अवेयरनेस ले रहे हैं, and from the right people, from the right sources. If you're not doing that, तो आपकी जो भी advice होगी, that's going to waste. Because वो काम करे नहीं करे उसके पीछे कोई medical backup नहीं है. So when you understand the problem really well, especially the parents, then only you can be able to help your child. अगर आपको पता ही नहीं है कि अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि हाँ बस तुम लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस कर लो, तुम खाती नहीं हो ना सही से इसलिए तुम्हारा वेट बढ़ रहा है, या तुम जंक खाती हो इसलिए हो रहा है, या तुम ऑयली चीजें खाती हो तो तुम्हारे आगे लेजर करा लेते हैं, लेजर हो जाएगा तब मसला सारी प्रॉब्लम इंटरनलाइज हुई भी है ना. सो यू आर नॉट रीडिंग अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम इटसेल्फ. ऑल्सो हमारी साइंटिफिक जो कम्युनिटी है उसने भी हमें एज वीमेन बहुत डिसअपॉइंट किया है, बिकॉज कितनी सारी चीज़ें हमारे रिप्रोडक्टिव साइकिल से रिलेटेड होती हैं एंड वी डोंट नो अबाउट इट अंटिल रिसेंटली ज़्यादा रिसर्च होना शुरू हुई है इवन ऑन आवर स्लीप पैटर्न्स. नाउ द रिसर्च सेज, जो कि औरतों पे हुई है, दैट यू नीड टू गेट 10 hours ऑफ स्लीप टू परफॉर्म वेल एज विमेन. एंड पहले जो आदमियों पे हुई थी इट सेड यू नीड 8 hours ऑफ स्लीप. सो अब हमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें पता चल रही हैं जो कि कितने सालों से हमें नहीं पता थी बिकॉज रिसर्च ही नहीं हुई थी.
और रिसर्च के अलावा ज़ैनब, आई ऑल्सो फील लाइक कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल समथिंग लाइक PCOS which is so predominant in the society and with young girls, I think कि वही आपकी वाली बात that we are not willing to have that conversation. Like I feel like कि even if you look at it from an academic point of view, like in schools, like there's different types of it. I feel like you said कि वो reproductive health या reproduction के बारे में हमने आई थिंक कि एज अ सोसाइटी भी जो चीज़ें ज़रूरी हैं बच्चों को भी बताने के लिए ऑफ हाउ आई कैन मेक यू फील इफ़ यू आर गोइंग थ्रू समथिंग लाइक दैट. आई थिंक दैट एक तो बायोलॉजी समझाना कि ओके this is what is happening in your body and this may happen, so that's the biological aspect. But then at the same time there's the mental health aspect also, that if somebody is going through that, like it's like when you hear about somebody who has diabetes, you're conscientious about that as a human being. Okay, you make certain change. Like if you're in that setting, you have to be conscious of that and you have to be kind about it. That element of kindness. So I think वो lack of education भी है कि हम अपनी आने वाली generations को भी to make them a bit sensitive to this topic and to express some kind of kindness.
Yes. And especially in schools or in colleges, because वही तो years हैं जिसमें ये problem start हो रहे हैं. And if we can bring awareness to the people, like you said, आपका बहुत late diagnose हुआ. अगर ये पहले हो जाता तो probably you would have been able to maybe manage it better.
Or it's possible, now in hindsight मैं सोचती हूँ मुझे it's possible कि between 16 and 20 था ही नहीं. वही बात है ना कि it's a hormone fluctuation, ज़रूरी नहीं, it's not like it happens to you from the get-go. It can occur at 28 also, at 27 also. So it's difficult for me to say when it happened, but it did. And alhamdulillah, I think us tarah se I was a bit lucky that I didn't have to go through all those bodily changes, the apparent changes in my formative years to receive that possible negativity that maybe I could have gotten at that time. What is the kind of you mentioned that parents should do some research. What are the other kind of measures that, for example, if you do have people that come to you who are talking about the subject matter, whether it's your students or whether it's other people, what is the kind of advice that you would give them to kind of take them through this process?
Okay, so going to therapy is one thing that is very important, especially jab in teenage you are going through it, or even in your early 20s, because इसमें एक factor है जिसकी अभी तक हमने बात नहीं की, which is the infertility वाला factor, which will not really impact you in your teens, because उस time पे usually हमारे culture
आपकी priorities भी different होती हैं,
priority नहीं है, और as an individual we wouldn't bother with that. Our parents might think about it, but वो भी in back end वो रहेगा, and they would hope कि ये problem resolve हो जाए, but it wouldn't matter until you get married, or until the societal expectations start hitting in. या फिर some people really do want kids, or now that is a very difficult space to navigate, because उस time पे now you need if you're going through severe depression or anxiety because of this problem, or because of any other physical problem, you need to have a mental health professional with you who would navigate this thing with you. Because sometimes I've seen women who themselves did not want kids, but because उनको वो pressure था society से, or they were seeing people talk about it a lot, or talk about कि तुम्हारे बच्चे कब हो रहे हैं, या तुम शादी हो गई है, now that is a stage where it would hit you कि अच्छा ये expectation है. अब to really understand कि ये क्या मैं चाहती हूँ, या ये सिर्फ एक expectation की वजह से मेरे अंदर वो एक need आ रही है to have kids, is very important. Because even as a woman or as couple, you might not want it.
For whatever reasons,
or you might want to delay it, या फिर you want to get a proper treatment for it, because there are also many treatments available for to deal with infertility. लेकिन to know कि क्या ये हम चाह रहे हैं, या क्या ये सिर्फ एक expectation है जिसकी वजह से हमारी mental health impact हो रही है. Either you can do that yourself if you're very self-aware, but if you're not, then you're not going to be able to deal with that alone.
Yes.
So you would need a mental health professional, or somebody in your support system who is who might be able to guide you better. So that's very important too, even for younger girls, or for people who are in their 20s to deal with this. And I would really recommend that you get mental health professional involved at an early stage. क्योंकि उससे ये होगा कि बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो कि जिसमें डिसीजन मेकिंग आ जाती है. फॉर एग्जांपल, शादी किससे करनी है, बिकॉज यू हैव दिस प्रॉब्लम, यू विल हैव टू टॉक अबाउट इट विद योर पार्टनर. या फिर शादी हो गई है, तो अब नाउ व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू डू अबाउट इनफर्टिलिटी? You will get medical help, but to make a decision, you might not be very self-aware, and you would need some mental health support. So that is one thing that I would really, push for.
And like you said, that obviously PCOS does sometimes, not all the time, it can affect fertility. There is a lot of pressure to have a baby, and then I feel like maybe somebody is not even comfortable bringing it up. Like you said, maybe in your support system you want to talk about why you're not being able to conceive, but maybe it's not a subject, it's not a drawing room conversation. You don't want to sit down and be telling everybody कि हाँ मेरा ये मस्त है, लेकिन वो आपकी वाली बात प्रेशर वहाँ से बिल्डअप हो रहा है, लाइक अ प्रेशर कुकर के क्यों नहीं हो रहा. For a female or a family, husband and wife who are having to go through this particular delay, and yes, you said that they should consider getting mental health, and they should be having those internal conversations in order to support each other. What are the other kind of mechanisms that one can and of course you mentioned you can get help from a medical professional to kind of ease you through the process. What are the other kind of things that you would recommend, and what is a female who is going through this, what is happening in her, what is happening in her brain?
So number one thing, because it's a decision that a couple has to make. So just the two people,
Yeah.
should be involved in that decision making or in that discussion. Nobody else needs to know कि आप क्या सोच रहे हैं या आपने क्या करना है. I understand that we are as a society want our parents to know कि हमने क्या कब decision लेना है even after you get married. But that's not the right way to deal with this. Mainly this thing. Two people who are in a relationship are the only people who matter when it comes to this kind of a decision. So a good communication between these two people who have to make this decision, and a very good understanding of the problem from the male's from the male perspective. कि जो आदमी है उसको वो सारी अवेयरनेस और वो सारी इंफॉर्मेशन हो जो रिक्वायर्ड है for them to take a decision, and also he has to also consider कि जो मेरी बीवी है, she's going through something internal as well, which is affecting her, not just physically but also mentally.
Have you noticed that a circumstance like this impacts the relationship between a couple?
It might. Again, if from the very beginning of a relationship you're not very open about this issue, this is a very important conversation to have. Even if you don't have PCOS, you have to have this conversation with your partner. What are your thoughts on having kids? So usually हमारे यहाँ पे we don't have these kind of conversations when we are getting married. But this is very important, and it might make or break your marriage later. हमारी बस एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है, हाँ everybody wants kids, तो इसमें क्या ही बात करनी. But so in cases where वो conversation नहीं हुई है and now it's coming up, तो उसको navigate करना problem होगा दोनों के लिए. Also अगर एक मेल की तरफ से बहुत pressure और expectation है to have kids, now that is a problem. अब उसमें हमें a male has to either make a decision कि उसने अब क्या करना है इस सिचुएशन के बारे में, या फिर सपोर्ट करना है या छोड़ना है. एंड इन मेनी केसेस पीपल लीव.
Yes.
Yeah, they either leave their wives या फिर वो दूसरी शादी कर लेते हैं, which is like also very common in our culture. तो now there the problem starts. Because it's such a big decision और आपने शुरू से बात ही नहीं की थी इसके बारे में, और अब जब करनी पड़ रही है, अब टाइम आ गया है बात करने का, तो not everybody is very self-aware, or in personality wise भी not everybody is capable to make mature decisions or handle situations very maturely. अब उस सिनेरियो में obviously आपकी marital life तो affect होगी. Also as a collective society हम क्योंकि parents भी involve होते हैं हर decision making में, तो if that is also the case तो फिर भी marital life affect होगी.
हाँ, अगर सारी चीज़ें appearance centric है कि एक तरह एक personal issue भी चल रहा है और साथ साथ एक दुनियावी appearance का भी, उसको भी आपने बिल्कुल ही A1 रखना है हर मौके पे. So it's like it's double trouble, because there's that one side that you're trying to deal with and then the external side, and you're just kind of
and I really don't know how to deal with it as like if you say कि अच्छा कोई एक solution हो इस बात का, there's no solution, because every situation would be different, every individual is different, every relationship is different. So it varies कि आप किस situation में कैसे एक्ट करते हो, कैसे डिसीजन लेते हो, एंड नॉट एवरीबडी इज गोइंग टू अ डॉक्टर एंड डिस्कसिंग अबाउट दिस थिंग वेरी ओपनली. ऑल्सो पीपल रियली डोंट हैव एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग के इवन इन द फील्ड ऑफ मेडिसिन बहुत एडवांसमेंट आ गई है, और मे बी नॉट इन पाकिस्तान बट पूरी दुनिया में to deal with infertility there are many things that you can do that might help you conceive and might not help you, but there are many options.
Yes.
But if you're not patient enough to go through that with your partner, you don't I mean the reason could be anything, that you don't have the patience to go through that process. Now it's going to be a problem. If again self-awareness and also awareness about the problem. reading about it, discussing it with the professional, all of these things would help. But in every situation, you know, the problem would be different.
Of course, every circumstance is different. There are a lot of people out there who, having gone through this delay, will consider medical options also, but sometimes they don't work also, which can be very, very tough. But this is something that ends up happening naturally. So Zainab, PCOS can lead to a lot of stress, anxiety, and depression as well for some people. What are the kind of signs and symptoms of that?
Okay, so because like I talked about, ki research suggests कि depression or anxiety are two things that you need to get screened, for as a part of your diagnosis. अब इसके symptoms होते हैं because anxiety जो है ना, that is related to future events. So if you say कि बहुत सारी worries हैं about what will happen, not कि क्या हो रहा है, could be about कि क्या हो रहा है in a situation where you're surrounded with people and you say ये मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा होगा. Now that is social anxiety. Any anxiety would be related to what are people thinking about me, what will happen in the future. So बहुत सारी worries हैं.
बिल्कुल.
Whenever we talk about worries regarding anything, about future, about people, about situations, that's anxiety. और उसकी वजह से फिर बॉडी के सिम्टम्स आते हैं जिसमें घबराहट हो सकती है, हार्ट बीट तेज हो जाती है, स्वेटिंग,
पैल्पिटेशन हो रही है. हाँ.
और फिर उसके साथ साथ देन इट लीड्स टू माइट लीड टू पैनिक अटैक्स. सो दैट इज एंजाइटी फॉर यू. डिप्रेशन होगा बिकॉज लाइक आई टॉक्ड अबाउट इट्स अ मूड डिसऑर्डर. सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ मूड, हमेशा मूड आपका लो रहेगा, जैसे सैड एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स आप कुछ एक स्पेसिफिक टाइम होता है जिसमें आप सैड ही रहते हैं. यू कांट फील हैप्पीनेस इवन इन सिचुएशंस जिसमें अपेरेंटली तो सब अच्छा लग रहा है बट यू कांट फील हैप्पी.
ठीक है.
सो दैट कुड बी डिप्रेशन. और फिर उसके साथ साथ और सिम्टम्स आते हैं जिसमें नींद डिस्टर्ब होती है, जिसमें खाना पीना डिस्टर्ब होता है, विच मीन्स एपेटाइट डिस्टर्ब होती है. either you don't like you don't want to eat something, या आप बहुत ज़्यादा खा रहे हैं.
Because that goes two ways. Excessive eating भी हो जाती है, comfort food, ये वो सारी चीज़ें.
So that these are also the symptoms of depression. उसके साथ साथ पे you don't want to do anything. आपको बस दिल करता है आप या तो बिस्तर में लेटे रहें. आप जो नॉर्मल एक्टिविटीज़ भी इंजॉय करते थे, like making up your bed, you wouldn't want to do that because दिल ही नहीं कर रहा, हैप्पी नहीं फील कर रहा. So that's depression.
ठीक है.
अब ये दोनों चीज़ें तो बहुत कॉमन होती ही हैं with people who are going through PCOS, but also another thing is eating disorders, which might happen or might occur due to the body image issues that you're going to be dealing with. अगर physically
changes आ रहे हैं.
So अगर eating disorder हो रहा है, so that is also our disorder that you have to now deal with.
Now that becomes a universe of its own as well that has to be dealt with. Yeah.
And all of these disorders will need to be treated in counseling or in therapy. And in therapy, mainly you work with, there are different approaches. When I work in therapy with people, I work on their thoughts, on their mindset.
Yeah.
So when we are talking about eating disorders or body image issues, तो फिर उसमें हम आपकी बॉडी की जो एक्सेप्टेंस होती है या सेल्फ आइडेंटिटी होती है, हम उसको इम्प्रूव करने पे काम कर रहे होते हैं. टेकिंग इन कंसिडरेशन कि आप सोचते क्या हैं अपने बारे में. सो दैट्स हाउ यू कैन डील विद दीज प्रॉब्लम्स इन थेरेपी.
ठीक है. What are the kind of lifestyle changes that one can adopt? I mean, obviously, it's not so simple to be like, आप ऐसे कर लें तो ऐसे हो जाएगा, because this is something that needs to be managed over time. It's not something that will necessarily disappear and just, go away on the in the flash of time. So, what are the kind of lifestyle changes that you would recommend that one can try to adopt to maybe make themselves feel a bit better while they are going through so much?
So, I'll answer this question keeping in mind कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो इस चीज़ से गुजर रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल.
एंड व्हेन वी से कि अच्छा आप ये कर लें या वो कर लें, आप ये खाया करो या वो खाया करो या ये नहीं खाया करो, that's very annoying for people. So keeping that empathy in my heart for, you know, girls especially, I will say कि also keeping in mind कि research क्या कहती है. So there needs to be a comprehensive plan to deal with PCOS or to manage it, because there, you know, is no cure for it. So you have to manage it.
बिल्कुल.
Managing would involve number one is the medical help. Could be you know, medication that you're getting from your doctor.
ठीक है.
That's one thing. Then the lifestyle changes could be, you know, exercising, diet भी lifestyle में ही आ जाएगी, that, you know, you're eating healthy, yeah, you're eating on time. But that can also be very hard for, you know, people if you're going through depression. You wouldn't want to
absolutely
exercise, or you wouldn't want to eat well, क्योंकि एक problem है जो कि आपको रोक रही है उन चीज़ें करने से. So of course then the medication would help you, but the plan needs to be comprehensive, and like I said in the beginning, it needs to involve mental health वाला factor.
ठीक.
So अगर वो नहीं है तो फिर plan comprehensive नहीं है, and then you will not be able to manage it well. So if the plan is good, if the doctor is, you know, good enough to, you know, take into consideration every aspect of it, then that's the ideal way to go about it.
Exactly. वही बात आती है that there's so many people, unfortunately, in our society also, who don't have that kind of access. You know, so many things happen to people with, I mean, going completely unnoticed. Like, एहसास तो दूर की बात है कि आपको पता ही नहीं है कि किसी के साथ क्या हो रहा है, और वो दूसरे बंदे को पता ही नहीं है कि मेरी अप्रोच क्या होनी चाहिए, चाहे वो एक मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल हो या चाहे वो एक काउंसलर हो, कि जाना कहाँ है, क्योंकि वो इख्तियार ही नहीं है लोगों में. यू नो, ये चीज़ एग्जिस्ट करती है हमारी सोसाइटी में. But that's a very valid point, and thank you for being with us today. So I think that the take home is कि if you do have that access, एक तो awareness बढ़ाना कि अगर कोई इस चीज़ से गुजर रहा है तो अगर और नहीं तो कुछ एहसास एक बहुत ज़रूरी चीज़ है जो एज अ फैमिली सपोर्ट ग्रुप की हैसियत में हम अपना सकते हैं उनको, उनके लिए एक सहारा बनने के लिए. ठीक है. और जिन लोगों के पास वो एक्सेस है तो आई थिंक द टेक होम इज़ कि आप एक कॉम्प्रहेंसिव मेडिकल प्लान तो ज़रूर दे रहे हैं, बट उसके साथ साथ आपने ये भी नज़रिया रखना है कि आपकी मेंटल हेल्थ कितनी ज़रूरी है. एंड वाइल यू आर गोइंग थ्रू these bodily changes, these mental changes, you must consult a mental health professional to guide you through that process and make it easier for you. So thank you so much for being with us today. This was super resourceful, and I think the aim is to make people aware and to make them more cognizant and kind towards the kind of things that people are going through. And thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.